Okay, so let's take a look at how you can import CSV data into your autonomous database in Oracle Cloud using SQL Developer. So what you can do is log into Oracle Cloud, then go to Oracle Database, choose Autonomous Database here. Now let's pick one of the database here. So if I pick ADB, okay, so if you haven't created any of these, process is very easy. Now here I have database connection. I have downloaded the instance wallet. Also you can use the MTLS, or if you want to, let's say, use any other method like say TLS, you can edit it here, right? So here you can see configure ACL or private endpoint to enable TLS, right? So that you can do, right? So this is the autonomous database I will be using to import CSV file into the database, right? For that I will be using SQL Developer, right? And if we download that, we can run it, double click, and it will start running. So it's a bit process consuming, so let me run this in the background. As you can see, it takes a bit of time. So coming back to cloud, so you will see the process for creating this autonomous database. So if you click on create autonomous database, you will have to choose compartment, display name, database name. Then you have to pick between data warehouse and transaction processing, also shared infrastructure. Then configure database for your database version, CPU and storage, right? Then comes administrator credentials, where you have username, passwords, and then option for network access, right? So once you go through that, you have also license to pick from and create autonomous database. So if you cancel this and use any existing that I already have, otherwise you can proceed with creation, right? So transaction processing is the database I'm using here, right? So let's open SQL Developer, and here I can create the new connection. So if I pick between database and cloud, I will pick new cloud, and let's wait for another option, new database connection. Okay, so let's pick the option. Right, so here you can see you will have to give it a name. So I'm choosing the name, then I can use the username, then keep the role to default, or you can pick it as STBA or system, right? Then here you have to choose cloud wallet. Here the configuration file, the file that you can download from database connection. So here you will choose instance wallet, download the wallet, and then point that out here. So in my case, let's say NCTP this, right? And once I do all of this, I can test things out and it should connect me there, right? So in my case, I already created the instance earlier, so I will try and right click on it so that it can connect. So all the parameters already saved, so hopefully it will quickly connect to it. So considering the connection is established, will give you the option in query builder. Now in case of table, you can see that when you right click on it, you can create new table or import data. Now here you can see option for local file. So here I will choose the file for say CSV or JSON. There is also XML and Excel file. So to that I will just pick the CSV file, right? And all the options for files are listed here. So you can open that. You can also preview the file if everything is correct and header is okay, then we are good to go, right? So let's move on, right, and click next. Let's name this as, let's say, employees. So I want to name this table different from my file name. I will name this employees, right, and I will click next, and that should also show me the available columns that I want to keep. Right, now click next. So ID is number, so you can go with that, right? So again you have scale, precision, and for all fields you can verify that, right? And then click next. Now here you have summary for all that is about to happen to this particular table. So we will click finish. Import data, task successful, and import committed. Click OK. Now if we expand the tables, there is one table here, and if we select on that, you will find its structure. And if I right click and quick DDL, I can also export that to a file, right? So what I can do here is I will simply run a query. So select all from employees. So if I run this query, it should show me the data that I just uploaded. Here you can see all the columns and data properly listed, right? Around, say, 400 or so rows are there, so you can explore that through. Now you can also export this back into a SQL, right? Also print it out. You can also delete some settings. Also you can pin these result, right? So SQL developer specific actions you can take. Now this is just a method for you to connect to your data warehouse of or ATP database on Oracle Cloud. However, you can also do the same process within your cloud using database actions, so you don't even have to go outside the cloud. But if you prefer the desktop, then SQL developer is a good option and you can try that. I have not tried the Azure Data Studio for connecting this. As of now, the Oracle extension is not really functional in that case, so I can't run the queries exactly the way we do with SQL Server on Azure Data Studio. So for now you have just Oracle SQL Developer option, which is free. So hopefully you find this CSV upload method for Oracle Cloud to SQL Developer and vice versa useful. Now one more thing is that you can also run all the commands within your SQL Developer, like select all or select all from employee. Let's say where, say, salary is greater than, let's say, 5,000, right? And we can use semicolon and build the query. Here you can see the invalid number. I will have to use $sign, right? And if I run this, hopefully that should show something. So invalid character is coming for is ASCII characters are not allowed, so that part I will have to watch out for. So let's see where we use double quote and use dollar, and here I see salary is greater than 5,000, so hopefully it should suffice. And here you see currently we don't get any results, so let's change that. So if we say salary is greater than 1,000, we had a lot of result, right? So up to 5,000 everybody is in, so that seems to be the range, up to 5,000, right? So here I use the single quote to specifically give the option to add the dollar sign, so characters are now possible that way. Now the thing is, we have run these queries. If you check your autonomous database and metrics, you will notice that we have run some of the executions, so there will be count. So I run like 1 2 3 commands so far, and that's kind of visible here.